Good morning, students. Welcome back to the online class. Today in quadratic equation, I am going to explain what problems on quadratic equation. In this, I will take up different types of question. The first time which I am going to explain is problems on numbers. And I am going to take up the first example, and the question is, if the sum of two numbers is 27 and their product is 182, find the numbers. Coming to the solution part, let the required numbers be x and 27 minus x. Now since we can see here the sum of the two numbers is 27, if we take up the first number as x, the second part will be 27 minus x. Then the second part says that their product is 182. So then product of x and 27 minus x will be 182. When I open the bracket, it is going to give me 27x minus x square is equal to 182. After this, I have rearranged the quadratic equation in standard form, which is going to give me x square minus 27x plus 182 is equal to 0. After this, I am going to use the factorization method, and we will have x square minus 13x minus 14x plus 182. Now in the first two terms, I will take up x common. So it is going to give me x within bracket x minus 13. In the last two terms, I will take up 14 common. So it is coming to a minus 14 within bracket x minus 13 is equal to 0. From there, we are getting two factors, x minus 13 and x minus 14 equal to 0, and which is going to give me two answers, x as 13 or x as 14. That means if we take up the first number as 13, the second number will be coming as 14. If we take up the first number as 14, the second number will be coming as 13. So this is the first type of the question which I have explained just now. Coming to the second type, the example is, the numerator of a fraction is 3 less than its denominator. If 2 is added to both of its numerator and denominator, then the sum of the new fraction and the original fraction is 29 by 20. Find the original fraction. Now the solution part, if we come to that, we will assume let the denominator be x. Now if you look at the first sentence, the numerator of the fraction is 3 less than the denominator. So if we take the denominator as x, the numerator will be coming as x minus 3, and so the original fraction will be coming as x minus 3 divided by x. Now coming to the second sentence here, if we look at the second sentence here, if 2 is added to both its numerator and denominator, then the sum of the new fraction and original fraction is 29 by 20. So if we come to the equation part, if we add up 2 to the numerator as well as to the denominator, this is the new fraction. The sum of the new fraction and the old fraction is coming to be 29 by 20. After taking LCM, we will have the format 40x square minus 40x minus 120 equal to 29 into x square plus 2x. If we write down the whole equation in standard form, we will get 11x square minus 98x minus 120 equal to 0. After using the concept of factorization, that is splitting the middle term, we will get two factors here. One is x minus 10, other one is 11x plus 12 equal to 0. Now from here we are going to get two values of x. X is coming to be 10, another one is coming to be minus 12 by 11. Now this part is not possible because a fraction cannot be negative. So we have to take the value of x as 10. So the denominator is coming to be 10 and the numerator will be coming as 10 minus 3, that is 7. And on the basis of that, the required fraction will be coming as 7 by 10. So if you look at the question, we have taken the denominator as x Then we found the value of the numerator x minus 3 because the question says numerator of the fraction is 3 less than its denominator. We got the original fraction x minus 3 divided by x. Then we found our new fraction x minus 3 plus 2 and x plus 2, and on the basis of the question we have added the original and the new fractions and we got 29 by 20. After solving we got two values of x here, but this value of x was not possible because fractions cannot be negative. So when we solve a word problem of quadratic equation, we will always have two answers, but it may be possible that one of the answer is not suitable, as you can see here. Two values of x was there, one was 10, one was minus 12 by 11, but since this is a negative, fractions cannot be negative, we will not take this value, and so we take the value of x as 10. Then we come to the next example. A two-digit number is 5 times the sum of its digits and is also equal to 5 more than twice the product of its digits. Find the number. So coming to the solving part, we will assume let the tens and unit digit of the required number be x and y. X is the tens place, y is the unit place, and then we have the first equation. This is the number 10x plus y, because x was in the tens place, y was in the ones place, so we have the number 10x plus y. As the first sentence says, a two-digit number is 5 times the sum of digits. So look at the first equation. 10x plus y, the two-digit number, is equal to 5 times the sum of digit, which on solving will give us the first equation 4y is equal to 5x. Now, the second equation can be obtained by this sentence and is also equal to 5 more than twice the product of its digits. So now we come into the second equation. This is the two-digit number. As the question says, twice the product of digits is xy. So 2xy, 5 more, that is plus 5. So the second equation will be 10x plus y equal to 2xy plus 5. So we have got both the equation number 1, equation number 2. Now in this we are not getting a quadratic equation. So how to get the quadratic equation? We will now substitute the value of y as x in the equation number 2, and which will give me a quadratic equation in x, that is 10x square minus 45x plus 20 equal to 0. That means we have written the equation in standard form. Then I have gone for splitting the middle term we will go for, but before that I have taken 5 common between all the 3 terms. That is going to give me 2x square minus 9x plus 4, which on solving will give me 2x square minus 8x minus x plus 4 equal to 0. Which implies, if we look at the first two terms, we have 2x common here. So 2x within bracket x minus 4. In the last two terms, we will have 1 common. So minus 1 within bracket x minus 4 equal to 0. And we are getting two factors. One is x minus 4. Another one is 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Now we are getting two answers from here. X is 4. And x is 1 by 2. But this value is not possible because digits cannot be fractionals. So as you look at here, again we have got two values of x, but this value was applicable, but this value was not applicable. So in word problems, there may be a possibility that once you get two values of x, one may not be applicable on the given condition. Here x equal to 1 by 2 was not applicable because digits cannot be fraction. So when we put the value of x as 4 in the first equation, we will get y as 5, and thus the required number will be coming as 45. So if you look at the third example, it was not initially a quadratic equation. Then what we have done, we have replaced the value of y in terms of x, and then we got the equation of x, and then we have solved. We got two values of x, but one of them was not applicable, and thus we can come to a conclusion that in what problems there may be possibilities that out of two answers one may not be applicable. So today I have taken up one type of question, that is the problems of numbers, in which I have explained three different examples. I hope you have understood all the three examples properly. In the next class I will take up some more topics of word problems of the quadratic equation. So thank you and have a nice day.